Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev is a realized master, mystic, and yogi. He has shown the way for people to attain to their natural joy and to live life with experience from one's own inner nature. His presence is filled with grace and compassion. Sadhguru's scientific approach towards spirituality and work towards the upliftment of humanity have received accolades worldwide. The words that come from him in intensity and utmost clarity, from his deep understanding and wisdom, can change the very core of the being. Belonging to no particular tradition, Sadhguru incorporates what is most valid for the modern person from the spiritual sciences. His work, an outpouring of his blissfulness, finds expression in the form of a ceaseless offering to help all beings. Available to all who are willing, Sadhguru's life is an invitation to the divine through individual transformation. Welcome to the silent revolution of self-realization.
Two small children, they're very happy at home, but when they go to school, kindergarten today is a war zone. They have to be equipped to fight a battle every day.
Now, if children are very unhappy at school, I think we need to examine the teachers. Because it's a natural human trait. It's a natural human trait that when you get to know something that you did not know, it brings much joy to you. Is it so? Yes? Learning is a natural human trait that when you learn something that you did not know, it should make you joyful. If learning is making people miserable, then we have not understood what learning is. Unfortunately, you are not sending your children to school because you want them to know, you want them to learn, you want them to earn. That's why you're sending them to school. It's an unfortunate way to handle education. That's not education. You want them enslaved, so the teachers are doing the job for you. You want them enslaved to what you call as economic well-being, so the teachers are just doing the job for you. You are not sending your children to school because you want them to develop a thirst for knowing, irrespective of whether it's going to make money or not make money, isn't it? So you better change your attitudes about education. We are coming up with a school where the whole whole focus of education is not going to be about suppressive information, but about kindling the thirst for knowledge. If the thirst for knowledge is kindled in the child, you can't stop him from learning. You cannot stop him from learning, he's going to learn anyway. But instead of kindling that, you're suppressing it, beating it down with your idea of what is education, because your idea of education is social status and money. It's a wrong way to approach education altogether. So, children, slowly, these joyful bursting pieces of life slowly become sad like this because you're just misorienting them completely with the kind of compulsions that you have built within yourself. You're trying to put the same compulsions upon the children, which is not necessary.
I find that the concept of your inner engineering as a way of life for children is very difficult because when they have to meet children from different walks of life, a different social milieu, and how does this inner engineering, which I would try to give my children at home, how would that withstand the competition, the pressure, the kind of lifestyle that other children have? How do my children go into this? If I were to...
See, the pressure is only because you're putting two absolutely unique beings in comparison. What's your name? Meenakshi? Is there one more person exactly like you on this planet? Huh? No, fortunately so, isn't it? I'm joking. There's only one like you. There's only one like anybody here, isn't it? So each being is an absolutely unique being. That is so for your child also. But now, you're trying to put all of them into the same compartment and compare them about something that they can learn A, B, C or 1, 2, 3 or something and make them feel better or worse about it. So it's you who brought that competition and comparison because for most parents it is not about education, it is about first rank. All they want is, they want their children to sit on top of every other child's head. They're not interested in learning, they're not interested in education, they're not interested in career, they're not interested in anything. Their whole effort in their life is how to sit on top of the pile. Isn't it so? Everybody wants to sit on top of the pile, everybody cannot sit on top of the pile. Only few will sit on top of the pile, others will naturally end up at the bottom and get suppressed. Isn't it so? Whatever activity, if our focus is just to sit on top of the pile, naturally many others will get suffocated under the pile. This is bound to happen, there is no other way. So that orientation of education has to go. No, I cannot do anything, the schools are like that. No, schools are just catering to your attitudes. If your attitudes change, the schools will change. They want to run the business the way it works, isn't it? All you want is somehow you want your child to get 100 marks. It doesn't matter what happens to the child. You want your child to get first rank. They're just trying to cater to it because you're paying them, they're trying to fulfill the job. In the course of your activity, the child is getting ruined, but it doesn't matter. Your child is unhappy, it doesn't matter. You want him to be first rank. This is a sickness which has to go. True human genius will not flower if this kind of education happens. True human capabilities will not find expression in competition. True human capabilities will find expression only in absolute relaxation. Your mind, your body will work best, will find fullest expression only when you're joyful and peaceful and quiet within yourself. When you're trying to race with somebody, you're only thinking of doing one step ahead of him, that's all. You're not thinking of what is your ultimate potential to do. We're just ruining a whole generation of people with the kind of schooling we're doing.
Sadhguru, you mentioned the school. What is your vision in using education to produce an ideal human being? How do you balance an international standard of education along with spiritual values?
So the school that we're talking about right now, there is going to be no spirituality. No spirituality at all. We don't want to bring spirituality into a child's life. We will teach them some simple forms of yoga for mental and physical health, that's different. But no